Markets have been ignoring Donald Trump's controversies, less interested in who said what to whom in the Oval Office, more interested in whether the president could deliver on his tax reform and infrastructure promises. But did that change this week? On Wednesday, US stocks were down, the volatility index rose, and the dollar fell more than 1.5% against the yen. And the index tracking the dollar against its peers was off more than 1% since the start of the week. Commerzbank said that political chaos was bad for the greenback, but other factors are weighing on the dollar, such as poor housing data and favourable Eurozone economic numbers. According to Brown Brothers Harriman, Washington politics are a major distraction at a time investors are worrying again about the US economy. But how bad can that distraction get? Let's look at history. Simon Derrick at BNY Mellon says that in the 6 months from February 1973, when the Senate appointed a select committee to investigate Watergate, the dollar index fell 13%. And when the Iran-Contra story was at its height in 1986 and 87, the index fell 9%. Did Watergate and Iran-Contra bash the dollar? Well, the evidence is mixed. Watergate unravelled in the teeth of a bear market and a looming oil crisis. But the period also saw Fed fund rates being hiked aggressively. Iran-Contra developed at a time of rising interest rates and the signing of the Louvre Accord, designed to stabilise the dollar. So what does the investor conclude from this? Only that lots of stuff happens at the same time. Trying to distinguish them and attribute weight of importance is near to impossible. For as Mr. Derrick suggests, perhaps the only inference is that these dollar declines merely coincided with Watergate and Iran-Contra. Investors forever look to history to determine market trends, but on this occasion it's probably best to go with gut instinct. How does the investment climate look? Mr. Trump's tax and fiscal policies were already stalling, global growth looks healthy, the Fed is poised to raise rates, and oil is recovering. Turmoil in the White House may or may not continue, but for investors, the show goes on.